Hi, everybody. I'm back with my curriculum overview review for my pre-K who is a rising kindergartner. Okay, he just turned 5. He's an April birthday, so he's already 5. He already feels like he's a big boy. He already feels like he's been in with the big kids. But I want to go ahead and show you some of the things that I've used with him. I didn't make many changes with him. I only added something in. So I'm going to show you what we use at the beginning of the school year as far as seat work. Now, I'm usually very hands-on with my younger kids. He likes to play a lot. He likes to draw. He likes to color. He likes activities, like on the tablet, computer type thing. He's a very active young man. He likes to go play outside with sticks and rocks and climb on things. Okay, so I'm not really one of those highly structured pre-K early learning type people. Okay, I like to invite him to join us when we're doing things that I think he might find interesting, but I don't force anything. Okay, so if he doesn't want to sit down at the table, then he doesn't have to. And that's how I usually do things. Even with kindergarten, I kind of require like maybe 30 minutes, but outside of that 30 minutes of focus time, it's still, it's about play for me really until like first grade. Okay, so that's my philosophy. That's how I look at early learning. So I wanted you to know that up front. So these resources I'm about to show you, it wasn't like you have to do this every single day. I invite you to sit with us to do these things. That's how it's been working out. Okay, so the mainstay in our house is always explode the code for phonics reinforcement, and I started him on get ready for the code. Books A, B, and C. Okay, get ready for the code, and these are the primers for explode the code. Okay, so he had lessons in there where you have F, and you go, and fish, fan, and so he has to do these little activities, and we're going over the letter sounds, and then when it gets towards the middle of the book, they have them start practicing drawing the letters out, doing a little handwriting. It's just like the older books. If you've seen any of the older Explode the Code books, it's very similar. So as you can see, I let them color in it. Okay, that's always the fun part. Is we do the little lesson and then you get to color. Okay, so we've done the Explode the Code series. Okay, it's a mainstay. The Get Ready for the Code. The other series that I purchased for him is Rod and Staff Preschool A through what is it? Sorry. They have the GHI series and the ABC series, and I purchased both of them. He hasn't started this part of the series yet. This will probably be, even though they say it's their pre-K series, this is really a kindergarten level series. So he'll be using these books next year. It came with his own Bible, but as you know, I've been using which I don't see it next to, I've been using the Tiny Truths Bible. So even though this one comes with a Bible that you can color in. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know, they have books A through F. Okay, and B is the Bible pictures to color. Okay, so I do have that book somewhere. And I don't see book A in here because we finished it, I think. And so there's lots of activities in this book, from counting, there's cut and paste, lots of readiness skill type activities in these books. Lots of things with numbers and things of that nature. Okay, so thinking skills, large and small, circle the large and circle the small. What sounds do you hear? The colors on the stoplight, all different type of stuff. There's some logic puzzles in here. Okay, things like that. Shadow matching. Okay, so these books are good quality. I've used them with my older children throughout the years of our homeschooling. The Rod and Staff pre-K series, like I said, it really can stretch from pre-K to kindergarten. They don't have an official kindergarten with the Anabaptist church-based curriculums. The Anabaptist church, if you're not familiar, are the Amish, the Mennonites. I think Hutterites are Anabaptists as well, but I'm not familiar with what Hutterites use in their schools. I've used Mennonite and Amish curriculum before. So I know that they don't really do an official kindergarten, but they kind of have like their books, if you look at them, kind of like primers for going into first grade. All the skills that you would need to then go into first grade. So the thing that we added that's new to his curriculum was the Good and the Beautiful Level K Primer course book. And this is the little reader that goes with it. I think this is so adorable, okay? He is soaring through this material and he's already reading. I kid you not. They got him reading small words like cat and at, okay? What was something he read the other day? I think he read hot. And, oh yeah. He's reading these type of words here, guys. Okay? Already. This one was lesson was this? This was just lesson 4. By lesson 4, he's reading. Now, what I recommend for the Level K primer is he knew most of his letter sounds. Okay? Before you start the Level K primer, I think they need to recognize all of their alphabet. I think they need to know some letter sounds. I wouldn't say all, because they're learning letter sounds in here. They're learning vowel sounds, letter sounds, but you have to know some, and I think you definitely have to have your letter recognition before you start Level K primer. If they don't have that, go down a level to the pre-K level that they have, which I think they're revamping, which I don't know when that's coming out, but I think they're still selling the pre-K level that they have out now. Go with the pre-K level because that goes over the letter sounds and the letter recognition extensively. But he had already, like I said, he's been in Get Ready for the Code, and he's been doing the riding staff and all of that stuff. So he's had so much phonetic reinforcement. And then we've played games like I Spy with My Little Eye, something that starts with the sound, and then he says turtle, and then he finds a turtle in the house. We play games, okay? He's been exposed to letter sounds for a long time now. So I was just really surprised he could blend. I think that's where my surprise in this program came, is that they had him blending so early. And I'm really excited because by the end of the program, he should be able to read in this little reader. And I mean, so we're going to go into kindergarten with him already feeling accomplished that he can read little bitty books. Okay? I have a lot of little readers and stuff like that, and they sell readers too, which I might buy a set. He's just going to feel so accomplished already at the start. So it's like, I'm really happy that I feel like he gets a reward in every lesson almost, the way that this program is set up. So the K level, I've heard, is very rigorous. So honestly, if he's not ready after this level K primer to go into K, we might have to do a little bit more bridge work and then start K second semester, because K is really more like first grade. Okay, the Good and the Beautiful's phonetic program, the way that I've seen it laid out in those books, it moves really quickly. Okay, it kind of reminds me of Rebecca in that way. It's really quick, so I definitely would take my time with it and not look at the levels as grades, but more so as a level. Okay, don't look at it as a grade level. Look at them as the level for the content that they're learning. Okay, that's how you have to look at the language arts when you look at the Good and the Beautiful. Okay, because if you just think of it as a grade level and you put them in that level K because they're a kindergarten age 5 kid, you're probably going to have to put that program to the side very quickly on if that child doesn't have all the readiness skills in order to do that program. Because I would say, as someone who is taught reading, phonetic reading 5 times already, this is going to be my 6th time starting with okay. I got one more to go. Someone who's taught reading over and over and over again, I can tell you that that's a first grade reading program, even though it has a K on the book. So take it from me. And that would be probably a good thing, a blessing for an advanced child. I would have loved to have had a program like this back when my oldest son, who's now 14, when he was coming up, because he was reading chapter books at 3.5 years old. If he would have had a program that ran this fast, that would have been great because he felt like I was slowing him down. So I think on the flip side, it's really at a good speed level for a gifted child. But an average developed child, a neurotypical child, we're going to be talking about take your time with these lessons, okay? It is not a race, okay? Some children don't bloom with reading until closer to age 9. Let's just be honest. It's a spectrum of ages. Some children can be reading at 2. Some children are not going to take off with reading till they're closer to 9. It's just, you get them started, you introduce it, you don't push. You want them to love reading. You keep reading to them aloud, okay? He has a lot of read alouds that we've done. He shared read alouds with his sister, which I showed in the first grade video. That'll be in the description box. But he also has had books that we read to him on his own. And I'll have to come back and do a series of videos where I go through each child's independent read and their read alouds that we've done this year, because we do a lot of literature. So I didn't include the literature in these review videos because it just didn't make sense to put it in with the curriculum, review. Okay, I'm going to come back and do that separate. So you want to go ahead and like the video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and you want to definitely hit that notification bell because I have more to come. Okay, and let me know if you have any questions.